What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. And as you can see, I have my old mountain bike right in front of me here. And yeah, I hope you guys like mountain bikes. I know you guys have literally never seen me make a YouTube video as based on a review of a bike. And that's pretty much what I'm doing here today. So I don't know if you guys may not know, but um, a couple of years ago, or maybe a year or so ago, I don't exactly remember, but on OfferUp, I posted a picture of this mountain bike, and yes, it is for sale for if any of you guys watching my channel would like to buy it. Now, sorry, I'm waving my hands all over the air. You guys are probably thinking, what the hell is wrong with you? There's a whole million bugs around me. So that's why I'm going to try to make this video fast, because these idiots are really annoying me. But anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and get into the video. So what I have in front of me here is my old Hyper Havoc FS26 mountain bike, aluminum. Um, and as you can tell from the way it looks, it has not been ridden in a very long time. Um, I got this bike around maybe like what, eighth or ninth grade. So this was the first mountain bike, or the first bike I should say, that I had ever bought with my own money. It was about $148 at Walmart. Um, Now, yes, from the looks of it, it is probably worth only like $50, $50 to $100. Um, I have it on offer for about $30 to $50, like $30 to $50, I'd say. Um, is very used. All that really needs is just like a maybe one or two things of work. But yeah, we'll go ahead and right now get into all the details and everything you guys will need to know if you intend on buying this bike, either from the store or from where I am selling it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into the details. Okay, so as you guys saw, in the intro, this is my Hyper Havoc FS26 aluminum mountain bike. And as you can tell, there is a pretty good sized web right here that connects all up here. Uh, there's a little web here, and then just dirt pine needles and everything all over the tires and stuff. I mean, of course, if any of you guys want to buy this bike from me, I will. I am 100% gonna go through everything, like every small part of this bike, and completely clean it all up. Um, it has a good little shock, like a shock spring here. It has the whole cords for the brakes, front and back brakes. Um, this little bolt is a little end washer or a little rusted here, so I'll probably have to replace that. I'm kidding. I'll just use some kind of thing to get all the rust off. Now, to be honest, I've actually never understood what the heck this thing is for, because it says high and low, but I've never known what that was since even the very beginning that I've ever from when I since the very beginning that I owned this bike. Um, Now this right here is the gear speed. So basically, if you want to make it really easy to ride, then you go to 1, and that'll pretty much make it extremely easy. If I were you, I would use 1 or 1 through like 4 or 5 going uphill to make it easier, and then like 5 to 6 I'm at 5 to 7. It's about harder. So basically, you can get like more of a good workout riding and like pushing your legs and pushing it to get a good cycling workout, like going uphill or downhill or just on a nice road, like bike ride. You That'll make it more challenging to pedal the bike. As you can tell from like on, let's use the bike here for example. If I rub on this middle part of the bike here, the seat here, you can definitely tell it was it is very dusty, 100%. Oh, you can actually see that better with the light. Surprisingly, I'm surprised because it's still pretty much daylight out here, very daylight out. But yeah, it is extremely dusty everywhere, so I will clean all that off. It still has this. I honestly have no idea what that is. I don't know if that's supposed to be like some kind of light or something, or like sun reflector or whatever. But yeah, the brakes. This is the front brake right here, and this right here is the back brake. Now they both. I don't. I don't know. I don't remember exactly if both brakes still have to be adjusted. Um, but yeah, those are the brakes. I've had to get one of them worked on. As you can see from the tires, the front tire is extremely used up. The back tire, though, as you can see, is not very used up at all. Um, there's like a little shield thing there. I think that should be the logo of the company that had the bike. And it says HPR right here. HPR suspension. HPRS for HPR suspension. Um, Honestly, guys, you can get this mountain bike. You can buy this bike from me, but as you can tell, if I like pull this down, it's not supposed to be like this. By the way, I honestly bought this bike not knowing it. That right there is supposed to be a full-on, real shock system, and it's not. Like these shocks that are on this bike are not real shocks, but just because the shocks are not real does not mean that you shouldn't buy the bike. I bought the bike, I did not know it, but then once I realized it, I didn't care. I still took this thing on dirt jumps, it still worked perfectly fine. You just need to wear like the proper riding gloves for like when you go on jumps and stuff. Because that's all that happened. Like, that's all that was wrong. Because when I was jumping it, the dirt jumps up on my in my neighborhood up the street from my house without gloves, both my wrists got sprained. But once I put gloves on, they never got sprained again. I never got any injuries. So all you need to use with this bike is just the right gear, like the right gloves and stuff. Uh, but there's a whole bunch of pine needles for sure all over this bike. There's still a little barcode down there. I honestly have no idea what that's to. There's a little warning thing right here as well on the bike. Uh, this is the adjuster, and it says Hyper on the seat. Hyper FS 26 Hyper, and I forgot exactly where it said. Um, Aluminum. I think it says like aluminum on the. Oh, right there. There we go. Let me turn that flashlight on because for some reason you can't see it very good. There we go. Aluminum 6061 series. I have no idea what that means, by the way. If any of you guys ask in the comments, I have honestly no idea what the hell that means. Um, 21 speed. Okay, just so you guys know, this thing is not 21 speed. I've literally gone at least 30 to 40 miles per hour on this bike. So this thing is not only 21 speed. So That is absolutely false. And it does. I mean, you guys can take it off if you want, but it does have a little kickstand right here. I never took it off just because didn't want to. The pedals are still really good. This is all completely rusted and stuff, like the chains and everything. So I'll try to get it all cleaned up and everything. Here's a better view of the web up front. That's a nice little friend. There's a little web inside of here, too. I'm looking at that on camera, and that is absolutely disgusting inside there. So I will definitely get all that cleaned up for you guys. There is this little thing. Just so you guys know, before you start blaming me on this, I have honestly no idea where this came from. Like, I have absolutely no idea where that came from. Like, that was just there just today when I looked at this bike before I made this video on it. It is pretty dusty. It has a lot of dust on the front there. Quite a few watermarks, like water lines and everything, that I will have to completely all like clean off. On this side, it's absolutely terrible of the watermarks, as you can see there. But yeah, it was a really good bike for the time that I rode it. I honestly do think you guys should buy this bike. It's on offer up for about $25 to $30. I don't know why earlier I said $30 to $40, but it's about $25 to $30. Um, it does not. I mean, if whoever buys this bike is that kind of person that likes having like those um the tire caps for the air, those air caps on the wheels, you're gonna have to buy some, because the ones I had on here, I took them off and put them on my BMX bike. So it's not on this one, and it's uh yeah, and it's also not on that one. As you can definitely see there, it is not on that one. So if you guys do like those head caps on, you will have to put your own on the bike wheels. But yeah. Oh, also, I'm gonna try to get this worked on, but the kickstand. This is the last thing, by the way. The kickstand is actually has been getting pretty loose. So if I were you, for those of you that wanna get this bike for your kid or something, I would definitely get that fixed. If I can't figure it out, you'll have to fix that kickstand. Uh, but if it's like for a teenager that still wants the kickstand on, that'll be a problem. But if any of you teenagers or people buy this bike and honestly don't care about the kickstand, I believe it is removable. At least it should be, because it has that little screw in the whole bolt and everything there. So it should be removable from what I've seen. And as I told you guys earlier in the beginning of the video, I think almost, um, is that with this, if you look from this point of view at the back brake here, is not, as you can see, this should be like more like at this point in the middle. But instead, it's all the way to the left. It's not fully aligned properly. And so I'm gonna try to get that readjusted. Uh, Now, the front brake is the one that's perfectly fine. Like, that one is completely aligned. Full straight, completely aligned. So, yeah, that's pretty much really all that needs to be fixed. Is just the realignment of the brakes. And that's honestly it. Like, the brakes, and then once you're done with fixing the brakes, just keep like pulling on the brake handles to make sure that the brakes are working fine, like the brake handles are working fine. But yeah, basically, pretty much, besides that, everything is good. Everything is perfectly fine on the bike. Just needs clean to be all cleaned up. Um, I'll get that little indent on the seat worked on and like fixed. Uh, but yeah, I think I got this bike around maybe, let's see, 20 maybe 2018 or 2019, when I first, either at the end of my 8th grade year of middle school or at like the beginning of my ninth grade year in high school. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Please comment down below um, if you guys would like to buy this bike, and or if there are any problems on this bike that you guys have can point out, and have seen that I did not see. And yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Please go check out my offer up for this bike. I will go ahead and put the link for the offer up in the description of this video. And like, comment, and yeah, subscribe to my channel. We're honestly 28 subscribers away from just 100 subscribers. 28 away. That's actually insane to me. So yeah, comments, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.